Denny Hamlin has won race after race, led thousands of laps, and built a career most drivers dream of. But there's one thing he still hasn't done: win a NASCAR Cup Series Championship. How is that even possible? What's stopping one of NASCAR's best from taking the top prize? Today we look at how Hamlin got here, why the title keeps slipping away, how his mindset has changed, and why this year could finally be the one. Hamlin's name is not whispered, it is spoken with respect and often awe. Over the years, he has amassed a string of victories, built up credibility, and proven that when his car hits the track, it is a threat. In the current season, he stands out as the winningest driver in the NASCAR Cup Series. He has long been part of a top-tier team, aligned with elite crew members and engineers, and driving a race car built to win. That level of performance raised one question above all. With everything he has, why hasn't he won the big one yet? In racing, success is not just measured by wins, it is measured by the championship at the end of the year. Hamlin has clearly proved he belongs at that level. What he has not done, at least not yet, is cross the final line holding the ultimate prize. That tension fuels fans and critics alike. Let's talk about that missing piece. It seems strange. A driver who wins so much and appears in contention year after year still without the main trophy. The gap between winning races and winning a championship is more than just a statistic. It becomes part of legacy. Hamlin knows this. The story of almost, of close calls, of if only those narratives accumulate. As one article put it, he is one of stock car racing's greatest while not possessing the ultimate prize in the sport. That kind of statement stings because it highlights the anomaly, a champion-level driver without the champion-level title. For Hamlin, it must be a heavy load, though his tone today suggests he feels differently than he once did. There have been years when the pieces seemed aligned. The car was fast, the team was strong, and the opportunity was there. Yet something, a strategy mistake, a mechanical failure, a mistimed move, intervened. Keeping that kind of record, knowing how close you've been, becomes part of the story you carry forward. One incident stands out. 2019. Hamlin was in the chase. His teammate was strong, and in the end, he reflected, "I had them right here, and I let them go." That admission sticks. It shows that early in his career he felt regret, felt like he dropped something he should have held on to. And here's where it gets deeper. It wasn't just bad luck. It wasn't purely external. Hamlin recognizes that part of it was him, part of it was the team, and part of it was fate. But stepping back and looking at that moment, understanding how pivotal it was, changes a racer. It changes perspective. And apparently, Hamlin's perspective shifted. When a driver says, "I had them right here," what he's really saying is, "I saw the prize, I sized it up, and I missed." That kind of honesty resonates because it's human. It's also the kind of thing that builds character if you let it. Hamlin seems to have done just that. Here comes the turning point. Hamlin now says, "I'm okay with the result because I did the best I could." That's a big change. From regret and if only to acceptance and control. He acknowledges there are factors beyond his control. An engine failure, a pit skip, a stray caution flag, and he is choosing not to let those define him. "I just hope that I leave Phoenix knowing that I did the best that I could do. There's nothing I could have done differently, and I think I'm still going to be very gratified with whatever result that is." That is him pushing the locus of control inward, focusing on his performance, his execution, his preparation. That shift matters, because when you're chasing a title and you live in what-if territory, your head gets heavy. When you shift into what-I-control territory, your head clears. Hamlin is doing that. He realizes the narrative that haunted him, close calls, missed opportunities, can now serve as motivation rather than curse. So what makes this season different? Why might Hamlin finally grab that prize? First, he locked his spot in the Final Four by winning at Las Vegas, his 60th career win. That alone changes the storyline. That win showed he still has the speed, the desperation, the hunger. Second, his attitude is sharper. He is doing the jobs he can control. He is letting go of bitterness over what he cannot. He embraces the fans differently now. Instead of leaning into an antagonistic image, he is showing a respect he didn't always highlight. Third, the timing is right. He has the experience, the team, the setup. A championship often depends on the alignment of driver, team, machine, and a bit of luck. Right now, he is ticking 3 of the 4 boxes, which means if luck swings his way, he could finally cross the finish line with the championship in hand. Now, the reality check. All the talk of readiness and mindset means nothing unless you still conquer what you cannot always foresee. Hamlin has emphasized how frustrating it is to think, what if a mechanical failure in Phoenix ruins it? He knows the risks, he knows the margin is thinner than it seems. It is not just getting to the Final Four. It is how clean the run is. It is pit stops that go perfect, strategy that lands right, cautions that do not bite him when they should help him. It is the invisible elements, and even if Hamlin executes at his highest level, one small error elsewhere can shatter the plan. But maybe the bigger obstacle is internal, the weight of expectation. After years of almost so close, the stakes change. This is not just about winning a race. It is about rewriting legacy. That kind of pressure can either sharpen a person or crack them. Hamlin's mindset says he wants to sharpen. Whether he holds up under that new weight is part of the story. Denny Hamlin stands at this moment with the wins, the experience, the speed, and a mindset that feels different. He has let go of much of the regret and embraced action over reflection, but he still carries the memory of those near wins, the title that remains just a few inches out of reach. That memory could fuel him or haunt him. Here is the big question for you watching. Does the championship ultimately make the man, or does the way a man races, the way a man handles the climb, define him regardless of the trophy? Hamlin is proving you can be a winner even without the title. But now, he has a chance to be a champion. Do you believe he will finally capture it? If he does, what will it say about the journey rather than just the destination? Let us know in the comments what you think. Will Hamlin lock it down this time, or will the pattern of so close continue? If you enjoyed the dive into his story, hit that like button and share. Because with Hamlin, the story is not over yet. It might just be starting its final chapter.